Good morning, YouTube. It's KYP561. I'm coming in today to talk to you about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I do know that I am a few days late. However, I had a lot going on. I got to get ready for baby showers. I'm going back to school, so I'm trying to get my schedule back in order with the new things that I've added to my weekly agenda. So I'm coming in today because there are a few things that I want to talk about. I don't think I want to talk about everything, but there are just a few things that I want to talk about. So we got the show opening up with Cynthia talking to Peter. I didn't do a video on the episode before this one. I just, got caught up and I was like, fuck that. Everybody done their reviews on it or whatever. I'll just go ahead and catch up on this week. So anyway, we got Cynthia talking to Peter, basically telling Peter how the shit went down at the dinner where it was the big blow up with Kenya and Phaedra or whatever. And as we all know, it was the shit that Cynthia got jumped off. So anyway, she's pretty much trying to justify why she brought it up or whatever the case may be. But in my opinion, Cynthia, there is nothing for you to justify because that was not your place to bring that shit up. It didn't have anything to do with you. Phaedra never called you a whore. So why were you so adamant on being the one to have to, as you say, put the shit on the table? You know what I'm saying? The bitch that the whore calling was aimed at, being Kenya, she was sitting right there. And we all know that Kenya don't have a fucking problem with saying what the fuck she wants to say to whomever she wants to say it to. She don't need you to be a spokesperson. So I just think that was downright messy. There is no justification, and you can try and spin that shit however you want to. And then you kind of made a comment about kind of like you happen to clean up Peter's mess because Peter spilled the tea. Yeah, Peter spilled the tea to you. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't have to go back and bring that shit up in front of everybody. Like I said before, if you wanted to bring that up, you have Phaedra's number, even though y'all don't talk all the time or whatever. If you felt like it was some shit that you needed to put out on the table, I don't know why, because like I said before, it ain't your goddamn business. But if you just had to say some shit, why you couldn't call her? Or you know how y'all like to do these little meetups over lunch and shit where nobody never eat shit, but whatever. So it was different ways that you could have went about it if you just felt so strongly about having to be the one to to bring the shit up or whatever. So you can miss me with that bullshit. I'm not even, I ain't even with that. So Peter is saying that he's having some type of gala, I guess, where there will be people recognized for I guess different things that they do in the community. I don't know if it's necessarily all music people, even though Cynthia said that he did have something to do with did she say Vibe magazine or was it The Source? I think it was The Source. She did say that he had something to do with that back in the day. I guess the creation of it or whatever in the beginning stages. I don't know. But apparently Peter is involved in the music business. This is my first time ever hearing about that. But, whatever, Peter. I know you trying to do whatever you can do, child. Any way you think you can get a check. So anyway, he's having this ceremony. And she's saying that she's going to invite the girls. She's not going to invite Phaedra, Nene, and Portia. So that's that. So we'll get into that a little bit later. So then we usher on to Phaedra. She is meeting up with Portia. And Portia is, of course, they talking about what happened that night as well. But Portia is pretty much trying to say that Candy is not being a good friend. I'm so sick of these motherfuckers with this good friend shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Like, first of all, there is no handbook on how to be a friend. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit that you possess in you. That's part of your character as far as if you are capable of being a friend. There's no handbook. There is no bylaws, you know what I'm saying? It's none of that shit when it comes to being a friend. So I can't stand when people say, she's not being the type of friend that I think that she should be being to you in your situation. You know what I'm saying? Your way of being a friend and someone else's way of being a friend is two different damn things. And you can't expect for everybody to be the same friend to you that you are to them. Because in your situation, the friend that your go-to friend, they may not, they may have the time to just drop everything and run and be by your side and be your counselor and all of this here type of shit. And then when they're going through something, at that particular time, you might be going through something in your life. That doesn't make you any less of a friend. I can't stand when people do shit for people and then they hover it over their heads when they feel like, oh, well, when you needed me, I did this for you. I went and got your food every morning and I went and did this and I went and did that. And I appreciate you for that. But at this particular time, I might not be in a position to do the same thing for you. That doesn't mean that I love you any less as a friend. You know what I'm saying? So Portia need to get up off that shit. We're trying to tell a bitch how she thinks they should be, they should be being a friend to Phaedra or whatever. And you have instances where Kandi has tried to reach out to Phaedra. Kandi has, went to her house and, who knows the number of conversations that they've had before all of this shit really started hitting the fan. But Phaedra is the type of bitch that's gonna talk to you when the fuck she wants to talk to you. She gonna answer the phone when she wants to answer the phone. She's going to talk about what she wants to talk about at any, at that particular time or whatever. So I'm not the type of person to be trying to drag shit out of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if my friend is going through something, because I have a friend right now, she's going through something. In the beginning, that's what we did. I was there. I listened to her, whatever it is that she wanted to talk about. But I'm not going to keep calling her and be like, girl, everything all right over there? Well, what's going on now? Well, who doing this and who? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that. If she has something on her heart and she feels like she wants to initiate the conversation, then yes, I'm all here for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to keep calling her, asking her, you all right? Such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not going to do that, because in a way it comes off as just aggravated to a point. And if I were the person on the receiving end of that, I'll be like, damn, why this bitch keep calling me, asking me about this shit, even though my intentions may be good. But if you know how it is when you going through some shit, your mind just be all over the place, and you can come up with scenarios and shit that ain't even really there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not feeling Portia on that. You know what I'm saying? So, now I see she on this Nene shit with who's the friend and who's not a friend. Bitch, Nene done called your ass a bad friend a couple motherfucking times, and you didn't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So shut the fuck up, Portia. So anyway, they going back and forth or whatever, and Phaedra, they get their little kiki off of, I don't know, out of all people, why would Cynthia feel the need to try and start some shit when she got her own problems going on with her husband and all these failed businesses, and they getting sued and evicted, and and then they even said some shit about he fucking everybody in Atlanta or whatever, which I haven't heard anything about that. And I'm sure, honey, that if it was some shit going down with that, we would all be tipped off to that or whatever. So people just say shit, and I think Phaedra is one that likes to try to throw shit off on other people to keep the attention off of her. But Phaedra, when it comes to you talking about a bitch and their legal problems, I don't think that's anything for you to say, honey. You need to. Okay, when it comes to certain shit, y'all motherfuckers, y'all be getting beside yourselves sometimes. You be so quick to want to throw other people dirt out there when your shit is just a mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. Some shit, like I said before, some shit, bitch, when some motherfucking body throwing some shit at me and that shit hit close to home. Not even throwing it at me, but when it's a conversation in the air and that shit hit close to home, bitch, I'm gonna shut my motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because how the fuck I'm gonna be the pot calling the goddamn kettle black? You know what I'm saying? That shit, that crazy to me. So, child, we got Todd and Kandi over here down to the therapy with Dr. Sherry. Dr. Sherry, I don't know why people keep fucking with Dr. Sherry. I keep saying over and over again, especially when she come on the Braxtons. I don't see no progress nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, they done been going to this lady. I done seen her at least 3 episodes, maybe even 4, because I don't know what seasons. I don't know what season they in, but I know I done seen this motherfucker in the last couple of seasons, few seasons, you know what I'm saying? And they still having the same damn issue. And I keep saying these people, they go to Dr. Sherry for the sake of saying that they went to counseling, but they don't want the real deal. If you want the real deal, you need to go on down there to the Fix My Life. People can say what they want to say about Iyanla. I don't know nothing about no voodoo priestess or whatever the fuck that shit that, you know, people talking about. A lot of people say that her show is bullshit, whatever. All I know is from what I see, Iyanla, not Dr. whatever, Iyanla Vanzant, she puts the shit out on the table. Like she says, she calls a thing a thing. I don't know. I don't give a damn what her motive is. I don't give a damn, you know, if she doing the shit for ratings, or I don't give a fuck nothing about that. All I know is what I see, I'll be totally here for it, because she asks the questions and she calls people out on their shit. She say the shit that we want to know, but for whatever reason, we don't ask these questions. You know what I'm saying? We don't call people out on their shit. We call people out on their shit in our head, behind closed doors, in a conversation with a bitch that it ain't got nothing to do with. Yeah, we throw out all of these points and why this, and she need to do this, and with this and that and the other. But then when we get that person face to face, we don't, you know, we be pussyfooting around and we don't get down to the shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Iyanla does that. That's why a lot of these motherfuckers, they don't want to go to Iyanla, because they want to say that they went to counseling, but they don't really want to deal with the issues. And even Dr. Jeff, the guy that Nene is bringing in, he's even good. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him on a couple different things, even though I really hate it when he comes on Maury. I don't like Maury, because Maury, fuck you, Maury. But I think that he's good. I've seen him on some other things or whatever, and I think that he's good. I like Iyanla a little more, but he would be someone that I would probably go and talk to if I needed to go to a counselor or whatever. So anyway, we got Todd and Candy going up here in the counseling or whatever. So she asked Todd what his issues, you know, what are some of the issues that he's having or whatever. And he says that prenup shit is still bothering him. Now, a lot of people may raise their eyebrows at that, because they're like, oh, you know, it's all about the money. Why he's still bringing up prenup? I don't think it got shit to do with the money. I think that it has to do with how the situation was handled. I think that Candy did a piss poor job of presenting the shit to him, and she basically gave him an ultimatum: bitch, you sign this shit or we ain't motherfucking getting married. And okay, I understand that you have your shit that you want to protect that you had before this man. I understand that. I'm all here for it. However, you felt like the way that you went about it, I think Todd saw you in a new light. You know what I'm saying? I think he saw you in a new light. I think that he felt pressured, because like he said, he didn't even have time to get his legal counsel together to even see if he was going to be fucked over in any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? He's never dealt with prenups and that type of shit before, so he don't really know the ins and outs of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You could be telling this man, okay, even if we married for 50 years, bitch, if something happened to me, you still ain't getting shit. You still got to get out my motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about the who's getting what, but it's about how you present shit to a bitch. And Candy, you went about that the wrong way. You were a bitch about the whole thing, and you weren't trying to see his point. The only thing you kept saying is, oh, you think you're gonna get some of my money? You think you're gonna get some of my money? Well, if you feel that way, why the fuck are you even gonna marry him if you feel like he's in it for the money, because he got an issue with you and this old fuck ass prenup that you're trying to throw at this man? You know what I'm saying? Why would you even still go through with the shit? So anyway, he's saying that basically, you know, that's an issue, that shit still bothers him, and I can understand why. It's because he saw Candy in a new light. You know what I'm saying? He saw what type of motherfucker she could be. So, you know, I get that. And then it's the other shit dealing with her family. You know, Candy lets everybody disrespect her man. You know what I'm saying? And bitch, I don't know who does that. You know what I'm saying? Candy is very childish to me. I've said this shit before. She's very childish to me. This bitch is always either laughing or she always motherfucking crying. She never stands up in her shit and be like, look, bitch, this is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Only time I really saw her be like that was when it was dealing with that motherfucking prenup. She wasn't laughing and she wasn't motherfucking crying. She was like, you know, whatever. And I feel like as a grown woman, you need to kind of be like that in all aspects, especially when it comes to an outside bitch disrespecting the motherfucker that you lay down and sleep with every motherfucking night. That shit, that won't happen. You know what I'm saying? That won't happen. I don't give a fuck who it is. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, I don't give a fuck. Even me, I don't even really like to hear my husband's people talk to him or about him sideways. That shit get me motherfucking itchy under the fucking collar. I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. You know. So anyway, you know, he got the issues with her mom and all that bullshit, you know, that she have going on, and the issues with, you know, her mama disliking his mama. And it's like Candy don't want to deal with the shit. She just want to just, oh, you know, well, just let them, and just said, no, bitch, no. You have to do something. You have to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think Todd feels like Candy is not on his team, and sometimes I feel that way too. I feel like Candy is on his team when she has something at stake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if it got something to do with getting money or whatever, you know, I feel like that's when she wants to be this power couple type of motherfucker. But when it comes to, you know, his well-being, like as far as the way that he's treated, letting her co-workers just talk to him any kind of way, that fucking Don Juan bitch, I would have been checked his motherfucking ass. Okay, what's the real fucking problem, bitch? What's the tea for real? You know what I'm saying? Because every fucking time you turn around, he got some old stupid ass shit to say. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times it be like sexually oriented. Like, I don't know, Don Juan, do you have a crush on Todd? Like, and you mad cause he with Candy, so you just gonna, you know, come at this man sideways every motherfucker time you say, like, what's the real deal? Cause bitch, you be doing the absolute fucking most. You know what I'm saying? Mama Joyce, we already know Mama Joyce and her fucking shenanigans. I mean, I don't even know nothing about that, okay? So anyway, Todd also said something that I had said in a previous video about why he's gone and why he takes these extra days. The bitch said it. The shit is depressing, okay? He said it. I knew it, but he said it. You know what I'm saying? The man said that when he goes out of town, when he comes back home, the shit is almost fucking depressing. Because like I said, you got all this outside shit going on, and your motherfucking wife is not here for you. Like, she's no comfort to you. You know what I'm saying? Your wife, your house, that's supposed to be your sacred place. When you come in that motherfucker, everything else is on the other side of the door, and fuck it until I step out there again. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, your home should be your place of peace. You know, and I think that Candy she seems like she's a nag to me. And he said it, it's either her way or it's no fucking way. And I believe that. But I don't know. I think that Todd is just at the point of just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do. You want to go jump off the bridge? You want me to go jump off the bridge today? Yeah, all right. Okay, I'll go do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like he's over it. You know what I'm saying? And when you get to that point, you better hurry up and do something to fix it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so Candy didn't address none of the shit that he said. Like, she didn't, you know, she didn't say anything. Like, she didn't recognize that shit at all. This bitch, on the motherfucking thing she talking about is, I want to know if he cheating. Bitch, you ain't hear none of this shit this motherfucker just said to you. You didn't hear none of this shit that he just said to you. Nothing. Only thing in your mind is, I want to know that, who he giving the dick to, because he ain't giving it to me. Bitch, he's tired. He's tired. You're draining this man. I think that the only thing that you're doing is you're preparing Todd to be a good husband to some fucking body else. I really, really, really believe that. I mean, do I wish that? No, because like I said, I'm all here for, you know, marriage and black love and, you know, all that good shit. I'm here for it. But Candy, you just ain't that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You as of right now. Hopefully things will get better, but I don't see it in you, because, you know, at this point in the game, I think that you are set in your ways, and Like I said, if it ain't going your way, you really ain't here for it no other way. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all get that shit together and stop all that motherfucking laughing, okay? So anyway, they get to hollering about, when you went to talk about the cheating and shit, Todd ain't even really entertaining your bullshit, cause bitch, I don't think he's cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? Do I think women are throwing themselves or are approaching him? I do. And I think that they are going to be doing it more because they see that you ain't handling your business. It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened with Keisha Cole and her old man. I'm gonna talk about that shit. I'm gonna fucking talk about this fucking Keisha Cole. Okay, wait, let me keep going, honey, because I'm finna go a whole nother somewhere else. All right, so now we get over here to Peter's event. All right, so he got a lot of the celebrities, whatever. I think I saw T.I. and some more people or whatever. So they're there, and Todd oh wait, of course Cynthia's already there, and then you have Claudia, Kenya, and Demetria. They show up or whatever, and then you have Todd and Candy. So Candy goes up, meets up with the girls or whatever. Todd speaks to everybody, and he walks the fuck off like a nigga is supposed to do, in my opinion. Because I know my husband don't never want to sit around me and my homegirls while we talking. That motherfucker, he gonna come in there, check out the scene, you know what I'm saying? And you probably won't see that motherfucker again until everybody going out to their damn car. You know what I'm saying? And so, anyway, before Todd and Candy got there, Peter was there, of course, mingling with the women. Peter's so fucking messy. So he eventually says, all right, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna go out to the bar or whatever. So then Cynthia was like, yeah, Chaka, we don't want nobody to say you up in women's business. But bitch, he is. Cynthia, I don't understand how you think that shit is okay. Like, why do your husband, like, okay, if it was me, I'd be like, bitch, why is my husband, my man, always the one that's in the middle of some shit with these damn girls? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would feel some type of way about that, and I'd be like, look, Peter, I'm going out with the girls tonight, whatever, and you just need to stay. I would tell him, you just need to stay out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's a conversation that you and him want to have one-on-one as husband and wife, that's fine. But when it comes to me and my friends, we don't want to sit around and have girl talk with your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to fucking do that. So anyway, they talking or whatever, and Kenya, I don't know what the fuck she was talking about, and she went on a campaign for 2 years calling me a whore, and I'm no one's whore, and she's the main one that's whoring, and whatever. So Candy and Todd, they show up or whatever. Todd, he came over there, he spoke to everybody. He haul ass, okay, like he's supposed to do. Todd don't strike me as no bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? He don't strike me as no bitch ass nigga. He don't want to be involved in women's shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times he probably wishes that Candy wouldn't be so involved herself when it comes to the bullshit that goes on. You know what I'm saying? He get there, he sees she off with the cackling hens. He hurry up about face going on to the bar. So he meets up with Peter at the bar. So they talking or whatever. And then they talking about the shit that went on or whatever. And I think, of course, yeah, Peter brought the shit up because Todd wouldn't even mention that shit. Because when Peter brought it up, Todd was looking like, fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, oh, did your lady tell you what happened last night? And he was like, no, what happened? Because he's a man, don't want to know what the fuck be going on with that bullshit. Like, it ain't got shit to do with them. You know what I'm saying? So, no, he don't. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, but, so they go to exchanging it. Well, Peter goes to saying what happened, whatever. So, Todd looking like, oh, okay, So then he was like, well, you knew about it, right? And so Todd was like, yeah, and he was like, and you told Candy about it. It's like they want so much to try and justify they bullshit, they gossiping shit. So they in their mind, okay, well, if Todd knew about it, I know he told Candy about it. And Todd was like, no, I didn't tell Candy. Candy was there when he came over there. He showed both of us. Okay, so You go over here to Cynthia them. They over here grilling the fuck out of Kandi about, well, you didn't want to say anything because you know about the affair or whatever. What kind of fucking, I would have cussed them bitches out. Bitch, don't ask me shit about my motherfucking homegirl. If I did know, that's between me and her to know. We ain't cool like that. I'm not gonna come back and tell you shit about my motherfucking homegirl and what the fuck she got going on. If she did have another man on the side, and if I did know about the shit, I wouldn't tell y'all hoes nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, don't ask me shit. Bitch, what? Don't ask me shit about my homegirls. I don't give a fuck. Don't ask me nothing about my homegirls, because you will get cussed the fuck out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Especially some bitches that I know don't even like her. What? First of all, I'm gonna cuss your motherfucking ass out for even thinking that you can get some information from me about her. You're gonna get cursed out by that shit, and then I'm gonna go on to curse you out in her absence. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, no, y'all hoes got too much nerve about yourself, and you worry about the wrong shit. And Claudia, bitch, I think that Claudia is just her. She had her 5 minutes of fame when she went, back, the little back and forth exchange she had with Nene. She had her little 5 minutes of fame. Now the 5 minutes of fame is motherfucking gone. So now you just reaching. You know what I'm saying? When you saw that the shit was nipped in the bud with Nene, we got over that pretty fast. Then you tried to get on some shit with Portia. Portia wasn't paying your ass no motherfucking mind. Like, that shit didn't last for 2 damn minutes. So now you ain't got nowhere else to go. So you have to keep interjecting yourself into little bullshit wherever you can stick your head at. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, no, I think Portia need to get a motherfucking peach back. I'm sorry. I mean, unless you can find somebody else, Portia, we need your ass to get this peach back, and bitch, make Claudia a motherfucking friend, okay? Goddamn Portia's timeout is up, okay? I know y'all put her in timeout because she wasn't complying with y'all shit or whatever it is fuck y'all want her to do. I don't know, but okay, timeout is over. Give it a bitch the peach back, okay? Because Claudia, you getting on my fucking nerves. I was trying to be okay with you. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt to see what you was gonna give, but bitch, you ain't giving me shit. You ain't giving me nothing but just there. Just there, putting in your 2 cents. Well, bitch ain't asking for it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I guess once they figured out they weren't gonna get nothing out of Kandi, they started, doing that old high school shit, and going off and giggling. Just stupid ass, old ass women. Oh God. So anyway, Kandi felt the shade, but she really ain't give a damn. Like, she had taught there. If my husband was there, I wouldn't give a fuck about y'all hoes neither. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they go in and everybody's sitting down or whatever. The ceremony then began. You still got Kenya. Well, it's one thing that we know. Kandi definitely knew about such and such and such and such. So in the fuck what? If she did know, so what, bitch? Yeah, I do. What you gonna do? Whoop my ass? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So you say that to fucking say what? I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think. Fuck you, bitch. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck you talking about? So anyway, we got Deb Abney from Love and Hip Hop, which is Waka Flocka's mama. She came, I guess, to present an award, and she actually presented the award to Kandi. So Kandi, she comes in or whatever. Oh, she comes in. I mean, she comes up to get her award or whatever. Kandi, what the fuck did you have on? Kandi and Claudia to me are in the same category. Like, they can't dress. It's almost like they don't know what to wear. Like they don't know what the attire is. They always wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always wrong. First of all, I don't know, something about me liked what Kandi had on. I definitely wouldn't have wore it there, especially when my motherfucking husband got on a damn tuxedo. I wouldn't have wore it there. And I also think that Kandi's a little too thick for that. Because I was like, is that a dress? Are them shorts? Like, what the fuck? What is that? Is that a nightgown? Like, Kandi, Anyway, she gets up, she get her award. She was actually surprised because she didn't know that she was going to be honored or whatever. So, you know, she went up and she got her award or whatever. Then you still got Kenya talking shit. Well, Candy is a loyal friend. Candy's a love. So you're telling me, Kenya, that if Claudia was messing around with whoever, okay, you know about it because that's your friend and y'all talk about this shit, okay? You know his girlfriend or wife or ex, whatever the case may be, baby mama, but y'all ain't friends. This bitch come at, but you guys know each other enough to where you actually you can hold a conversation with her. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't friends. Y'all don't talk on the phone. Y'all don't go out. But if y'all see each other in passing, you know, it's so y'all have a conversation. She knows that you are friends with Claudia. She asks you, is Claudia fucking such and such? You gonna sit here and tell me you gonna tell this bitch, yeah? Fuck you, Kenya. Okay? Fuck you. Alright. So anyway, they going on there talking about that shit or whatever. So, oh yeah, and Kenya also said some shit like, basically saying that Candy, by her not saying anything, by her not admitting to them, whatever, basically she's condoning Phaedra, blah blah blah. Listen, once again, Candy don't owe y'all hoes nothing. Candy ain't gotta tell y'all shit by Phaedra. Candy ain't gotta tell y'all she knows anything past, present, or future about what the fuck Phaedra got going on. She's not obligated to you bitches, okay? Her friends is Phaedra, alright? So let Candy and Phaedra deal with their shit however the fuck Candy and Phaedra wants to deal with their shit. Alright? Now, my thing is, if Phaedra does some shit that Candy thinks is wrong, the way that I am to you bitches, I'm gonna stand in the paint with my motherfucking friend. But bitch, when we get in that car, or when we get back to that motherfucking house, I'm gonna be like, now bitch, you know you was motherfucking wrong, okay? But I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna stand by you when it comes to these bitches over here. But when me and you get one-on-one, we probably have another conversation. And I ain't gonna be mad about the shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, bitch, I'm riding with my homegirl either way. You know what I'm saying? But I am gonna let her know, bitch, you know that fucked up. And then we gonna kiki high five and move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? And when we see y'all bitches again, we gonna still be on y'all ass together as a team. That's just how, you know, we roll, you know. So anyway, you got Nene meeting up with Dr. Jeff. She's telling Dr. Jeff that she wants all of the girls to come and have, you know, and sit down with him, and maybe he can help them through some of the issues that they have, because the division is clear, it's evident, and it's kind of getting out of hand. You know what I'm saying? And I agree. We can either do one or two things. We can either decide not to fuck with each other if we know we don't like each other. Because see, I kind of went through something like that a couple of years ago. It was a lot of years ago. It was a big group of us at one point, okay? Some shit went down. Of course, a nigga was involved, okay? And it kind of split the group. However, us as a whole group, we still had to have some interactions with each other, okay? But it just wasn't the same, and it was an obvious split, okay? Now my thing is this: they still have to have interaction with each other because they're still on this show, and that's part of something that they have to do in order to keep them checks rolling in, okay? So if you all can't get together and act as grown women without somebody getting cursed out, somebody damn near about to fight, somebody sucking their teeth every time somebody say some shit, you know what I'm saying? Because when I went through this shit, I was in my early 20s. Y'all bitches is in y'all 40s. So I don't know how the fuck it is that we worked our shit out in early 20s, early ignorant ass 20s, okay? Because you know when you're in your 20s, you ain't got no understanding for shit, okay? How the fuck were we able to work our shit out to where we could still be in the same room, all right? And get to the point to where, you know, I don't even want to talk about this motherfucker. Like, I don't even want to talk about this bitch. If I see you, I throw my hand up, but I keep on motherfucking going. Our friendship is not the same anymore, but we still have to be fucked up with each other at some point. So let's just figure out how the fuck we gonna make this shit happen. I don't understand why the fuck y'all can't do that. I don't know why the fuck y'all can't do that. I mean, I know part of it is for the ratings because we got to get some type of drama. Okay, I understand that, but some of this shit is getting out of hand because a lot of this shit is real life. A lot of it is real life. Some of it is scripted, but a lot of it is real life. You know what I'm saying? So y'all bitches, y'all too old not to be able to figure this shit out. Okay, so I'm gonna need y'all to get that shit together. So anyway. Nene is saying that she wants them to get together and see if they could come to some type of understanding and get some things out, because a lot of times you have beef with a bitch and you don't even really know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it could have been a misunderstanding. Somebody said some shit and you took it the wrong way. That has happened to me as well. Okay, that has happened to me as well. I don't know why shit is always fucking happening to me. I don't know, child. But anyway, I guess that just means that I've lived an all-around life, child. I'm still living. So anyway, you know, somebody could have said some shit. Wasn't even thinking about your ass when they said it. You know what I'm saying? But you over here all in your motherfucking feelings mad, and the bitch don't even know what the fuck's going on. I speak from experience, okay? So anyway, he basically says, he accepts, he says, yeah, I'll sit down, I'll do, you know, a session or whatever with y'all or whatever. But just know that because I'm coming here, because I was invited here by you, that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna call you out on your shit. Okay? He gonna need me. Oh yeah, that's fair. You know, that's fair. Nene, we all know that you ain't that bitch to let a motherfucker tell you your fault in some shit because you don't think you ever wrong. So I already know this shit right here finna go way to the left. And you know, we saw a little piece of the preview for next week. And you ain't here for it, just like I knew your ass wasn't gonna be here for it. But whatever, I guess we just have to wait for next week. Cynthia calls Phaedra up to meet because now she wants to try and back out of her starting that shit at the dinner. Okay, so of course Phaedra goes to meet with her, but I think that Phaedra was under the impression that, you know, Cynthia was going to apologize because Cynthia, you were wrong. I'm sorry, you were. Okay, so when Cynthia arrives first, and then when Phaedra gets there, she sits down. They get these little fake ass, hey, how you doing, and this and that. So you know, Phaedra sitting there looking like, all right, bitch, you know, get on with the ass kissing. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, Cynthia got a motherfucking attitude. Like, you know, are you open to having a conversation? Because we can have a conversation. I'm like, bitch, what? How the fuck you got a motherfucking attitude? Bitch, if anybody needs to be in this bitch with their face scrounged the fuck up, it needs to be Phaedra. Like, bitch, how dare you? Oh girl, you got some nerve about yourself, Cynthia. I don't know what the fuck you be on, but So Phaedra basically said, you know, you invited me here. So, bitch, you need to be doing the talking. You know what I'm saying? Cynthia, you know, I didn't have any malice intent, you know, this and that and da. Well, what was your intent? Because if you were not intending to be messy, like I said, you would have had a one-on-one conversation with Phaedra and not brought that shit up in front of these motherfuckers, especially brought that shit up in front of Ken. You know what I'm saying? So what was your intent? If it wasn't to be messy, malicious, or, you know, whatever, what was your intent? Why did that even have to be brought up at all? Why couldn't it have just been some shit that you know and you just shut the fuck up about it? You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I know shit about people and my motherfucking business. So when I see them, do I feel compelled to bring that shit up? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a great conversation that I have with myself in my head as I'm watching them, you know, fancy pants they ass around like they shit don't motherfuckers think. And I be saying to myself, bitch, okay, I know your tea. So you know, if you knew that I knew what I know, you'll sit your motherfucking ass down some damn well. You know what I'm saying? So that shit didn't have to be brought up at all. You know, that shit could have just been between you and Peter. Just like that shit was between Todd and Candy, because Candy sat there and ain't like she didn't know what the fuck was going on. When this bitch hadn't already seen it, she probably seen the shit before Peter did. You know what I'm saying? So shit, that shit was between them. Candy didn't bring that shit up, which I'm surprised. Because, you know, like I said, well, I don't think I'm really surprised because I do believe that Phaedra and Candy were really friends. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Candy could be messy too. But I think that she didn't bring that shit up because Phaedra was really her friend. So anyway, so Phaedra figures out real fast that this shit ain't going nowhere. Cause you know, Cynthia would have talking about, you know, and you don't fact check either, and this and that and the other. Okay, well, Cynthia, once again, this shit wasn't none of your business. You know what I'm saying? The shit that you telling Phaedra about, yes, Phaedra went on the word of her husband, who this shit, he basically was considered the horse. You know how you say, get the shit from the horse's mouth? Bitch, he was the motherfucking horse. That was her damn husband. He was telling her that this woman was coming on to him or whatever. And, you know, she may feel like, I'm going to take my husband's word over any bitch. You know, I mean, you know, that's her husband. I can't get mad with that. You know what I'm saying? You know. Would I have probably went and had a conversation with King ass? Hell yeah. Good bitch. I want to know what the fuck you think you got going on over here. And yeah, okay, well let me see the text. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the type of bitch that I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna believe my husband, but I'm still gonna have a conversation with this bitch, and then I'm gonna form my own goddamn bottom line to what the fuck's going on right here. So anyway, Phaedra pretty much thought that shit wasn't going nowhere, so she got up and she left, and I don't blame her. I would have got the fuck up and left too, and just like she said, because bitch, you campaigning to get your ass kicked, okay? So she right here, Cynthia right here trying to be a damn advocate for Kenya and Claudia, but bitch, you gonna be the one with a motherfucking busted lip, okay? Because people not here for that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that's how y'all roll in Atlanta. Just keep on letting the bitch just skate by. Because I know she's been around up in here and where I'm from, bitch, them eyes would have been dotted by now. I'm just saying, you know. So anyway, ooh child, we got fucking Mama Joyce, honey, this goddamn Candy. Mama Joyce meets up with Candy, and I keep saying, why the fuck do they keep putting Mama Joyce on this damn camera? Like, because we know every time we see her, it's going to be some bullshit. She going to be talking with her damn teeth clenched together, looking around like she don't know what the fuck's going on, and why is somebody doing this, and she ain't, you know, I only tried to love her, and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, she eventually comes around and gives Candy a key and, I guess, a garage clicker or whatever to the house. I guess that was a peace offering. So, this motherfucker makes a comment of some shit basically saying that she wished that it was to the other house. The other house that your man went over there and fucked up. And because it was fucked up, you didn't want to be in it anymore. And now that I done went and spent my motherfucking money, because remember, Mama Joyce claims that she was going to pay to get the shit fixed, which we all knew that was some bullshit. She just said that shit just to be saying some shit. So anyway, I done went and fixed this motherfucking house up. And now you talking about you want to be back in that house? Your ass will be sleeping on the motherfucking bridge before I ever get you another motherfucking house. You know, people keep saying, listen, I love my mama. However, sometimes in your adult life, you have to make a bitch treat you the way you deserve to be treated, mama or not. Okay, you're not going to just run all over me. You're not going to just disrespect my marriage. None of that shit, okay? Because I am a grown-ass woman. Candy, stop all that goddamn crying. Your mother knows exactly what she's doing, okay? She knows exactly what the fuck she's doing. So you need to stop that fucking crying and tell her, listen, this your last house that I'm paying for, okay? So it's either you gonna live in this motherfucker and be happy, or you go find you somewhere else to stay and you finance that shit on your own, okay? My marriage, okay, It's my marriage. I'm married. The shit is done. Okay. So all of your thoughts and what you think about him and what you think about his family and what you think his reasons are for marrying me, if the shit comes to the light and it comes out to be true, I have to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me deal with that shit. Because the same shit that she claims that she's protecting Candy from, that's the same shit that she's motherfucking doing to her. You know what I'm saying? And Candy, oh, that's my mom, that's my mom. Okay, well, bitch, that don't make it right. That don't fucking make it right. So, you know, she's crying and, you know, and all this shit. Candy mama talking about, you know, you changed and ever since you got married, you don't come around the family. Bitch, when she got married, that was her family. I ain't saying, you know, once you get married, you don't have nothing to do with your mom and aunts and uncles and all that shit. Hell no, I ain't saying that, because they're going to be a part of your life forever. However, now that you are married, you have your own family. You have your own issues and problems and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you as the mom, once you get that child out your damn house, out of school, married or whatever, your job is done. Now she's an adult, she's married, she has a child, so she's trying to repeat the same things that you did for her with her child and her family. Mama Joyce, you just being old bitch. Like, oh Lord, Mama Joyce, I can't really form the words to express to Candy. Nobody's telling you to curse your mom out. Ain't nobody telling you to put hands on your mama or act like you gonna drag her in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is telling you to do that. But you don't demand respect. You don't demand respect from your mom. You know what I'm saying? You don't. And so therefore, she don't fucking respect you. That's why she talk crazy to you like that. That's why she feels like she can call you and curse you out or send you a text cursing you out in the text. That's why she feels like she can tell you, oh, I don't like this house, buy me another one. You know what I'm saying? That's why she feels like she can call your husband's mother a fucking prostitute and his damn dad a fucking pimp. That's why she feels like she can do those things to you, because you don't demand no fucking respect. And the only thing that's gonna happen is you gonna end up in tears, and she gonna go skip her ass on off to her house that you paid for and lay down probably on the furniture that your ass bought up in that motherfucker too, and have her a good ass night's sleep. It is what it is. So you got Nene invites everybody to this lunch except for Phaedra and Kenya. With good reason. She basically says that, you know, the last time we were all together, them two almost had a physical altercation. So I wanted to bring you ladies here and have a talk to you all, you know, to let you know what it is that I'm planning about, you know, as far as them meeting up with Dr. Jeff or whatever. And then Phaedra and Kenya would definitely be invited to the session, because they really need, you know, this session or whatever. So everybody coming down on that fake shit, you know, hey girl, oh, you know, whatever. So Nene gets to trying to explain what she's doing. Once again, Cynthia, bitch, what is your problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is your problem? And me personally, I really think that Nene is coming from a good place and trying to do this. I do. Maybe I guess maybe it's because I think it's just a good idea. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no mess involved, because she went and got a reputable therapist. Okay, so I don't see any shade involved. Not like that bullshit that Candy tried to pull when she had that little party with the shit that had jumped off with Demetria and Gaucher or whatever. That was just messy all around. You know, so I don't see that. I think the intentions are good, but then again, you know, we're dealing with a bunch of motherfuckers that act like, everybody say they're so grown. You know, I'm a grown ass woman. Well, bitch, if you're gonna be a grown ass woman, you need to be that all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's almost like you got a man living in your house and he wants you to treat them like the king of the castle, but this bitch ain't got no job, he ain't bringing in no income, he ain't doing shit, he just there playing the goddamn PlayStation all fucking day, but he wants you to treat him like the king of the castle. Bitch, Like Selena say, if you want to be the king, then motherfucker wear the crown, okay? And that's the same thing. That's the same way I feel about these ladies always talking about, cause I'm a grown ass woman. I'm a grown ass woman. Y'all hoes don't act grown. You know, the only time that I would think that you probably act grown is when you're in your business lane. You know what I'm saying? Like when you doing your shit that pertains to your business. But when it comes to your friendships and the way that you all deal with each other, y'all bitches is childish as fuck. Okay, so I mean, if you're all gonna be grown women, you need to be a grown woman 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay, not just when the fuck the shit sounds good to say. Okay, so Nene is telling them, you know, about the session or whatever that she has planned, and pretty much what the purpose of it is. So, you know, you got Cynthia over here interjecting every motherfucking chance she get, like, okay, bitch, we see you over here, okay? I see you, now shut the fuck up, okay? I don't even know what the fuck she was talking about. It's just like she just had to say something, you know, but you the main bitch that's always talking about positivity and, you know, and all this here type of shit. But bitch, you the main one that come in with a motherfucking negative attitude. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they all agree, basically. Long story short, they all agree that they're going to go ahead and go to the session or whatever. So then Cynthia leaves. So then all of a sudden, well, Candy feels like she don't need to go because in her mind, she ain't got no problems with nobody. Like, you know, she doing good. So Nene was like, no, you need to be there, you know what I'm saying, because that way you and Phaedra can work on y'all issues. So Candy was like, I ain't got no issues with Phaedra. Excuse me. She was like, I ain't got no issues with Phaedra. What the fuck you talking about? So, you know, they go on to start talking about that, and then once Claudia and Demetria, they pretty much was like, listen, this ain't got nothing to do with us. We finna go on over here and head to the bar. So they leave, okay, and they, you know, Nene, Portia, which I don't really know why the fuck Portia stayed, but whatever. So they get in there and they start talking about, you know, some of the little shit that's going on, and Phaedra feels like, you know, you haven't been supportive or whatever. But once again, that's the conversation that Phaedra needs to be having with her friend. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck is y'all two talking to me about my motherfucking friend? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird, you know? So anyway, Candy's like, listen, I don't have no issues. If anybody got an issue, you know, I don't know nothing about it. You know, so eventually Candy says that she'll go ahead and go to the session or whatever. So that's pretty much where we I think that's where we leave off at. So yeah, I just wanted to come in and you know, and just talk to y'all. This video is hella long. It's almost like 20 minutes longer than normal. So like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys a little bit later. I am going to get around to doing those Keisha Cole videos, because I really got some shit to say about them motherfuckers. That shit's a mess, and I really wish that they just stopped coming on the damn TV. Okay, so anyway, until next week, guys, peace.